Hello, my name is Kane Munro and today I'm talking about business and life advice and song lyrics. Now firstly, you might notice my hair looks a little bit different. I haven't given myself a COVID-19 haircut. I am due for a haircut. Be nice to go to a hairdresser, but I literally haven't done much with it today. So my hair is just one of those things where I've never really put too much time and effort into it, as you can usually tell. But anyway, on to today's life advice or business advice song lyrics. Across the Earth. Now this was chosen by my 4.5, almost 5-year-old. He knows a few of my songs now, and this happened to come on in the car the other day. And he goes, when I asked him today, what song should I do for my business and life advice lyrics? He said, oh, the one about going across the world. I mean, across the Earth? Yes, that is the one, Daddy. So this is what I'm doing today, and it is all about business travel. I used to travel a lot for work. I do have a team in India now, but I used to work for a couple of accounting firms where my role was to actually make sure the outsourcing India operation works. So I used to go across to India every couple of months for a week, 2 weeks at a time, traveling back and forth via Singapore airport. It was a 14-hour trip there, without stopovers, and 14 hours back without stopovers. Another week I'll tell a story about the very first time I arrived in India, because that is a great story. But I'm just talking about business travel today in general. And if there's one good thing which will come out of COVID-19, and I don't know that there is anything, it is that we may not have to travel as much for business anymore, which is great because travel for business is not all that it's cracked up to be. I've had people say to me before, oh, I used to have to travel, you travel for business. You're so lucky. They say that because I haven't done it. Traveling to India for work sucked. It's just a long way. Traveling to Sydney, up and back to Sydney sucks. Even traveling into the city when it's an hour commute door to door via the train, it sucks. If you can carve that out of your life, and I think you can now, COVID-19 has shown that you can, because we can do things, working from home. Technology has evolved. It allows us to do things over things which are not just a flaky Skype connection like I had to do 10 or 15 years ago. So we do have the technology now to replicate a lot of the things, not everything, that we do in the communication realm. We can do a lot of our meetings online. There's different platforms where you can do different things. You can have a virtual whiteboard, you can share screens, you can do a lot of things which you used to have to go face to face to do. Admittedly, there's some things which you just can't replicate. But on the whole, a vast percentage of everything we used to travel to work for, we can do without actually having to travel. And that means more productive time or more time you can spend with your loved ones. So I do hope that business travel will be phased out a little bit when we come out of COVID-19, if we ever come out of COVID-19, when the vaccine comes or whatever that looks like. So I have the ability to work from home. I have a distributed workforce. I can work from nearby home. I don't have to travel to work. It means I'm going to be more productive. I think everyone can be a little bit more productive by phasing out some of that non-essential business travel. That's today's advice, business and life advice and song lyrics. I'll be back next week with another episode, or another show, or another piece of advice from a song lyric which I pick out, or I get my 4.5-year-old too. So until then, stay safe, stay well, and be awesome.